very interesting, very interesting. It's been said of the palm tree that the more that it is pressed down, the more that it grows. So the righteous flourish under their burdens. And the more that they are afflicted, the more they tend to multiply. And this is precisely what happened to the children of Israel who were serving under Pharaoh. The Bible talks about it in Exodus chapter 1 and verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. The more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. Here's a lesson to you. Don't run from your problems. Don't run from your problems. Whenever you run from your problems, you'll run to a problem. Don't run from your problems. You have to confront that problem and learn to conquer that problem. You know, when I first started taking trigonometry, and I fell in love with trigonometry to the degree that I did it as a hobby at home. I do problems. Sometimes they'd say do all of the odd number. I did the odd and the even. I just absolutely loved it. You know why? Because once I understood the formulas, and I knew how to work the problem, I discovered it was no longer a problem. Once you learn how to work the problem because you've learned the formula or you got the key that unlocks the problem, it is no longer a problem. So when I looked at a problem, I said, you know what? I know exactly which property to apply to this one to work this problem to have it solved. And so it was no longer a problem to me. Perception determines response. So when you begin to see things as this being an opportunity for something to stretch me to be able to grow to another level, it began to help me in an incredible, incredible way. So don't run from your problems, because your problems have the ability to promote you. Your problems have the ability to promote you. Some of you, your promotion is in a problem. Start looking for problems in the organization where you are and then come up with solutions. You'll be surprised. It'll change your life. A man by the name of David Miller, he solved the seating problem in his restaurant down in Jensen Beach, Florida, by providing pagers to his patrons that came into his restaurant so that it vibrated when their table was ready. That was not always so. You know, you go to nice restaurants and they'll hand you a pager and say that this will vibrate when your table is ready. You know where that idea came from? It came from David Miller down in Jensen Beach, Florida. His restaurant was doing so well, he hated to see people just having to stand around close by and then somebody, Smith party, Smith party. And so he came up with a paging system so they didn't have to do that. And do you know that he started doing more business selling the pagers to other restaurants? He developed a business and started doing $8 million a year, selling it to 25,000 other restaurants and hotels and country clubs. That his pager that came out of his solving a problem in his own restaurant made more money than his restaurant was making. It's amazing what God can do with your problem. I'm telling you, your problem is your promotion. It is. And he had such great success that he even caused Motorola to get into the pager making business. Every person who becomes great because he or she addressed a problem. You don't just become great just because you get a lot of money. You become great because you solve a problem. You become an answer to problems for people. That's what determines greatness. Greatness is not determined by what you have. Greatness is determined by what you do with what you have. Greatness is determined by what you do with what you have. Do you remember that King David, he became great when he addressed the problem of Goliath. Goliath was a problem. Everybody was afraid of it. When he addressed that problem for the people, then he became great. And so they start singing the song that Saul has slain his thousands, but David his tens of thousands, because he was willing to take on enemies, challenges, problems, and he addressed them, and that is what led to his greatness. In fact, when David was in trouble once, here's how he prayed. In Psalm chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. And then he said this, Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Listen to that. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Now that might seem a little blind to you because, you know, we don't say that I was in distress. We say I was under stress. I was under stress. Listen, God enlarged me. He caused me to grow. Listen, when your heart is submitted to God, the more you're afflicted, the more you grow. The more people try to come against you, God will expand you. God will give you ideas in your life to make you bigger than that problem. I'm telling you, God wants to grow you to be bigger than your problem. He will enlarge you when you are under stress. When you're under stress, you're in the greatest time to be enlarged. Did you know that a muscle is not going to be enlarged until it comes under the stress of weight? David says, thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. I was under pressure. God, you made me bigger and you caused me to grow. You gave me more room. You made me bigger than my problem. And that's what God wants to do. Here are at least 5 ways that God uses your problems in your life. Because I know most people are like, I don't want no problem. You take them problems to somebody else. I don't want to deal with my problem and your problem and anybody else's problem.
Thank you for watching Power for Living with Bishop Dale C. Bronner. Until next time, God bless you.